It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's a Monday morning. We're live on SABC3 as we welcome you back to your feel-good breakfast show. Dr. Eve is on the hot seat right now. Our relationship topic today regarding consent within a relationship. And we're going to be addressing that, of course, inviting you to call us on 08391337728. But first, let's visit our Expresso couples again. And we asked them this time around, can the lines of consent be blurred even within a long-term relationship?
Yeah.
Can the lines of consent be blurred even when in a long-term relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lines definitely can be blurred, especially if you become super comfortable with one another, and let like certain issues slide. That's why you need to discuss things as they happen.
Nobody wants to be surprised. There's a reason why you talk, so and you plan things. You get yourself in a mood, in a mental zone. And so if somebody's just going to be all up in your space and you're not in that frame of mind, that's when the line gets blurred, because here you're coming in with a different intention, but the other person's intentions are not even about what you were thinking.
No, I don't think they can. I think activities can be more dominant or submissive, but still with consent. So in my view, consent still remains the cornerstone.
Again, talking about it, bringing it up, don't just hide it. Don't say, okay, maybe next time it'll be better, like make it known as soon as possible. If there's something that you're uncomfortable with, make it known.
Make it known. Take
Like
those
that.
words to heart. And yes, our lines are open. We encourage your calls with questions or comments on 08391337728. What do you make of that, Dr. Eve? That lines, like that one gentleman said,
Yeah.
lines can be blurred. And I certainly don't believe that they can be blurred even in a long-term relationship. Consent is still essential.
Absolutely is essential, but it does become quite blurry. And one couple said, well, we get familiar with each other, and so we think we know each other, and so we think that actually when this person is saying, no, I'm not really in the mood tonight for that, or actually don't really enjoy that kind of activity, we think, oh, well, we can convince them, or they're not really, we don't take them seriously, and so we just push ahead because we may be interested and the other person isn't. So it becomes quite blurry. And let's move away from our couples and look at what's happening to every person in the street as well.
Yeah.
That when it comes to a hookup situation, or a situation where there's alcohol or drugs, then it becomes incredibly blurry. And especially as we're going into the holiday season now, Kat, it's really important for people to get, and we're going to talk about what are the signs of real consent as compared to when you are drunk and you're not really sure what's going on, but you push ahead in any case. So it can be incredibly blurry, and we have to be incredibly clear. I liked what one of our couples said as well, is keep talking. Keep talking about it. That's the respectfulness. And people we know do not like to talk. They're not comfortable to talk sexually generally. The lights are down and we kind of keep silent and we stay uncomfortable and we just think, well, this is just this person moving around. But actually this person is not interested. Yeah. How do we know the signs?
We're going to touch on that because that's very, very important, especially when we address it from the two different sides. We do have a caller on the line right now. Anonymous from Cape Town. Good morning.
Good morning, Katlego, and good morning, Dr. Eve. How are you guys doing?
Very, very well, and we hope that you're well too. Thank you for the call. What is your question or your comment?
My question, I don't have a question. I just need to clarify something. We as women that go through menopause, we need to tell our husbands or partners what we are currently going through. Because I had a situation where during the early hours of one morning, I got heart palpitation, I sweated, everything that goes with menopause. In the meantime, my late husband thought that I wanted to get intimate, which I had to tell him, no, that is not the case, because I had to strip myself naked, So he was upset about it. So it is important to tell our husbands that we are going through this menopause stage. I hope it is a good thing that I'm telling people out there.
I think it's an absolutely
a
wonderful thing
marvelous
that you're
job.
sharing.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing in that different aspect of consent as well. And it's interesting that she said, she stripped herself naked. And that's where the lines get blurred, because he was probably thinking, wow, that's an invitation to be sexual. And in the meantime, she's just flashing. She's having hot flashes. Yeah. So it's a very important thing that we talk. But as I was saying to Kat earlier on, Anonymous, is that we find it difficult to talk. But then you said your husband got angry. And that's unfortunately what happens when men feel, well, okay, you know, I'm ready for action, I want to be sexual, and now this woman is saying no. And that's when they may get a little assertive and a little more threatening, a little more violent, and let's push the agenda a little more. And the woman feels kind of trapped in a situation and unable to talk herself out of that situation.
All right. We're going to come back
Yes.
and then touch on the very important 2 points that you brought up right now about what are the signs that one should look out for in order to
Great.
ensure that consent has been given, and then from the other side of it, what the partner should do to ensure that the other partner understands that there is indeed consent. We'll be back, of course, with Dr. Eve very
Great.
shortly. Right now, let's head on over to the kitchen.